YouTube, what's going on? It's your man Mike, Tech King on the Budget. I'm back again with another video. Thank you for stopping by. So, Galaxy S10 Plus. Now, I have been using my iPhone XS Max, my Huawei Mate 20 Pro, currently still putting the LG G8 through its paces, and my OnePlus 6T. Now, I've hit a point where some of these devices are going to have to go. I used to like to collect phones. I used to like to collect tech, but it's getting to the point now where I got to kind of like break down what I want and what I don't want. And I've decided that I'm going to give this S10 Plus one more go around because I had a few issues with it in the beginning. Some of them being a lot of false touches on the screen. Had a lot of issues with the battery. Just seemed like it wasn't as good as I thought it would have been for, you know, the type of phone that it was. And it's got a few updates here and there so far. So Samsung, kudos to you on that. But with everything going on with the Fold and everything like going wrong with that device right now, a lot of people talking about One UI. I, in the past, have openly said that I'm not really a fan of One UI. I'm not really a fan of some of the things that they did to it. But I decided, you know what? I'm gonna give it another shot. This is a very capable phone. It's the 512GB ceramic black version, and I'm gonna give it another shot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my SIM card out of my iPhone, and I'm gonna pop it in here for a little while, and I'm gonna actually go back and use this phone for about a week, and I'm gonna do a follow-up Friday on this phone coming up this week, and I'm gonna see if it's worth keeping or if it's worth letting go. You know, if I need to go ahead and just get ready to sell this phone. Now, right now, I am using the Mate 20 Pro as my main Android device, and it's just a really great phone. I cannot let that phone go. I don't know why. I just can't let that phone go. But the thing is, there's a group of people out there. Shout out to the Tech Leech, Total Tech, Gadget Goddess, and Spectacular Gadgets. Mr. J. Will, he had the device himself and watched the live stream of his today, and he talked about it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the Mate 20X. Now, the Huawei Mate 20X came out alongside the Mate 20 Pro. It is the 7.2-inch Android monster. It's a monster of a phone. But the thing is, you got a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. You got the Kirin 980, just like the Mate 20 Pro. You got the same trifecta camera setup on the back, 7.2-inch screen with the teardrop notch, teardrop gangster. And then you also have the headphone jack installed. A headphone jack. So, I'm thinking about selling my Mate 20 Pro for a chance to take a look at that Mate 20X. And I'm not entirely 100% yet if I want to do it, but you guys will see on the channel if I decide to do it or not. If you're not following me on Twitter, I suggest you follow me on Twitter. It is Tech King Mike, #Tech_King_Mike. You will see all of my conversations and all of my interactions with some of the other tech channels that I like to stay up on the up and up about. There are quite a few tech reviewers out there that people may or may not know about. It's not because they're a small creator, because I don't believe in the term of a small creator. I'm a small creator compared to some of them, but I highly encourage you to please subscribe to some of these channels because they are some awesome individuals, great people doing great things, and I learn a lot from them, and I'm just kind of privileged to be able to interact with them the way that I do. So with that being said, I'll leave links to their channels below in the description. But in the meantime, while we're talking about Samsung, I just want to talk about the Fold for just a quick second. Now, my thoughts on the Fold are that I was hyped about it. Initially, I was a little nervous about it, and then the more I started looking at stuff, the more I started kind of getting hype about it. And I got to the point where I was almost there. I was in a live stream, and I even said I was going to do the finance thing just to try it. That's not necessarily saying that I wanted to keep it, not necessarily saying I was willing to put that money out up front, but I'm gonna be the bigger man and say that I was willing to try it. I wanted to try it out, but because of what I needed it for. Now, essentially, the phone is a device that opens up into a tablet. Now, for me, being a truck driver by day, doing this, you know, as a hobby, it was actually a good idea, or something, not necessarily a good idea, but it was something that I thought would be pretty dope to be able to walk around with a device that can function as a phone on one end and a tablet on the other end. But so many issues with that device, man. It just kind of made me a little bit nervous. And the more I reevaluated things and the more I look back at it, the more that I kind of realized, like, nah, I'm straight. Yeah, I'm good. You can't justify that much money for a device and having that many problems out the gate. Review units that were essentially retail ready were breaking within one day. That's just doesn't make any sense. It's not. If that would have happened with this phone, I guarantee you people would have been up in arms about it. But the crazy thing is, people are always looking for a reason for a company to fail. They're not applauding the things that they attempted to do. Now, I applaud Samsung for trying. I don't applaud them for doing what I consider to be a half-assed job. This is what it is. So that's my thoughts on the Fold as of today. But back to the S10 Plus. Now you got the in-display fingerprint scanner, you got the face unlock with the dual camera setup up in the front. You have Samsung Pay, which is the best in the game in my opinion. And I bought this phone to replace my Note 9 because I realized that I don't use the S Pen like that. I'm just not an S Pen lover like I thought I was. So I sold my Note 9, replaced it with this. My wife got one as well. They were a BOGO at AT&T. And you know, I want to give this phone another shot because I feel like I haven't really given it its just desserts, and I haven't really run it through its paces like that. So I'm gonna give this phone one more shot. I'm gonna take a lot of photos this week. I got to go to North Carolina tomorrow night, pick up a load Wednesday morning. So I'm gonna be taking a lot of pictures on the road. I'm gonna be taking a lot of pictures at different rest areas and things, and just really stay tuned for a really good follow-up Friday this week. I know it's been a while since I gave you guys one, but really stay tuned because this week's follow-up Friday is going to be all about the S10 Plus and if it's worth it, and all about whether or not this device is something that I would recommend people to buy. Also, if this is a device that I would recommend that I would keep in my pocket. So, on that note, I'm going to go get to work, and me and this thing got some work to do. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I post my next video. And make sure you follow me on social media at tech_king_Mike all across the board. That's Instagram and Twitter. I am the Tech King on the Budget, where we talk tech on any budget. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.